Sell United and fuck off, oh. Sell United and fuck off, oh. Sell United and fuck off, oh. Sell United and fuck off, oh.
Right, let's get to Manchester United and fresh developments this morning. A second bid from Sheikh Jassim has now gone in more than 48 hours after the deadline. Our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokol, who's been across this story from minute one, joins us now. OK, Kaveh, look, the bid has finally gone in. But what do we know about the bid and why the delay?
Well, the reason there was a delay is that the soft deadline was 9 p.m. on Wednesday night. On Tuesdays, the Qataris asked for more time to submit their bid, and that was granted to them. And overnight, the bid did go in. This is a second improved bid. We're being told it is highly competitive, but at the same time, it is considered and rational. Of course, everybody wants to know how much the bid is worth. That exact figure is not being given away, but we do know that in the first round of bids, the highest bids were around £4.5 billion. And we also know that the Glazers want at least £6 billion. So there is a feeling that these new bids that have gone in from Sir Jim Ratcliffe Ineos and also from Sheikh Jassim from Qatar are around £5 billion. But remember, the Glazers want at least 6, and there's still a chance that they may not sell the club at all.
The big ownership talks at Manchester United today. These are brand new pictures of the Qatari delegation arriving at Carrington.
I think it is really significant. If you look at these figures, what jumps out at you is what an incredible football club Manchester United is and what extraordinary potential it has. Because there's a lot of good news in there. The fact that, you know, there's 145,000 people on the waiting list for season tickets. The fact that they've got 360,000 paying members, more than any other sports club in the world. The fact that they're doing well again on the pitch.
Well, United have also revealed their latest quarterly financial results, with revenue up to almost £226 million, a record at Old Trafford. United's wage bill has also risen by 23%. United's debt stands at £773 million, with £506 million of that being the debt put onto the club by the Glazers from the money they borrowed to buy the club. The accounts cover the period up until the end of December last year, which includes Sir Jim Ratcliffe's 25% minority investment.
The fact that commercial revenue has gone up. OK, broadcast revenue has gone down because they're not in the Champions League. Match day revenue has gone down a little bit because there were fewer games at Old Trafford in the final 3 months of last year. But the big elephant in the room is the debt and the borrowing. 18 years ago, Manchester United was a debt-free club, and it had been debt-free, I think, since the 1930s. It was self-financing. The Glazers came along, bought the club for £790 million. £270 million of it was their own money. The rest of it was borrowed, £550 million. They loaded that onto the club. And 18 years later, that debt is still £535 million. And then factor in all the money that has gone out of the club, over £1 billion in dividends, bank charges, interest payments. This is what is holding Manchester United back. And I haven't even mentioned the borrowings. There's another £200 million of borrowings, which means that total borrowings at Manchester United are £741 million. And when you digest all this, you understand why, on the one hand, the Glazers want to sell Manchester United, and you also understand why they're asking for £6 billion. Because without these borrowings, without this debt that has nothing to do with Manchester United, United would be in a far, far better shape.
Manchester United fans across the globe are in absolute disbelief after sensational reports claimed that Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani has completed a full 100% takeover of the club. If officially confirmed, this historic deal would end years of uncertainty and signal the start of a brand new era at Old Trafford. Supporters have flooded social media with emotional reactions, celebrating what they believe could be the turning point that restores Manchester United to the summit of world football. Massive investment in transfers, redevelopment of Old Trafford, upgrades to Carrington, and a renewed ambition to dominate the Premier League and Champions League are now being widely anticipated. Rival clubs are watching nervously as hope returns to the red half of Manchester. While final confirmation is still awaited, excitement is at an all-time high and fans believe the sleeping giant